Hello, hello, is it me you're looking for? I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because this is just me. Oh, would you look at that? Yogi skills coming on. Namaste. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've got my coffee here and I'm ready to do my little sit down chit chat on my skin and kind of questions I've been asked and problems I've faced with my skin and things I've done to kind of overcome my acne struggles. It's been very up and down for a long number of years, so I feel like I can come on here and talk about it and give you guys an update on kind of what I've done to help it, what I've done to try and start healing it, and things that have worked and haven't worked to hopefully prevent anyone from making the mistakes I did with my skin, or give some tips and tricks or help where I can. And I know one of the main things people struggle with is acne and skin confidence, and it's been a real struggle for me personally to get to a point where I can go out and not wear makeup if I have breakouts, see friends when I'm not wearing makeup and not feel like I have to cover my skin up. I'm personally not much of a makeup person, so that struggle of having to put on a full face of makeup used to put me off even doing things with my friends. So I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for some tips and tricks. So when I was younger, I always had quite good skin. I never had problematic skin. I actually always got complimented on my skin because I was quite sallow skinned and everyone would always ask me how my skin was so nice and what I'd done to it, but I never really did anything. When I started doing stuff, I think that's when the problems started to occur. And I think when you have nice skin when you're younger and you don't get acne at a young age, you think that, oh, I can do anything, like I can eat any food I want, I can do whatever I want and my skin's not going to break out because it's just not in my genes. That phrase in itself, it's just not in my genes. Some stuff is due to our genes, but a lot of stuff is due to what we put in our bodies and what we put on our bodies. And I'm a strong believer in everything that we eat and everything that we apply to our skin has a counteractive effect, even if it's not topically on our skin, has a counteractive effect within us. So I've learned that over my years, and I'm hoping that some of the information that I can give you guys will help other people who are struggling with their skin and maybe make some young girls and women feel confident in their skin even if they are struggling with a breakout. I'd be surprised if any woman in history hasn't had a breakout at some point, and it can be really diminishing for your self-confidence because your face is something that people look at, it's their first impression they get of you. And I think we as women think that a lot of the time our skin is the first thing people notice and the first thing people see about us or think about us, and that kind of shapes their opinion on us. So let's get into it, where my acne started, kind of where my journey began and where I am now. So up until about 6th year secondary school, I didn't have problems with my skin. My skin was perfectly clear. I was perfectly happy with my skin. And when I was about 16 or 17, I decided to go on the contraceptive pill. So I first went to my doctor and I asked if I could go on the pill. I talked to my mum about it and he put me on a hormonal oral contraceptive pill. So I started taking that, and when I first started taking it, my skin started breaking out like crazy. I was getting cystic, angry spots that were coming up under my skin, and they weren't on like my chest or my back or anything, they were just all on my face. So I went back to my doctor and he swapped me to a different form of oral contraception. Also prescribed me Duac cream, which is an antibiotic cream that you put on your skin. So when I first started using the Duac cream and my contraception at the same time, my skin was clearing up amazing. Now Duac is an antibiotic cream and you wash your face and you put it on at night time as like kind of a layer, and then you're supposed to wash it off in the morning. And it is so strong that it would like stain bleaches on my clothes, it would stain my face cloth that I would wash my face with the next morning. Like that's the sort of strength that it was. And the way my mindset is now is, why would you put anything on your face that is going to bleach your clothes? Like obviously it's extremely strong and you wouldn't ingest it, like you wouldn't want it inside your body, so why should you want it on your body? Because everything that you put onto your skin is absorbed because your skin is your largest organ. So like if you don't know the ingredients on a product and they're these big confusing words and big chemicals, why would you use it? Because you don't really know what it is. Like it's not going to be doing any good for your skin. If it's high in chemicals and high in all these numbers and words that you don't really know what they are, why would you put it on your skin? It was so strong, it was having an extremely drying effect on my skin. So it was sucking all of the natural oils out of my skin, and if I missed one day of using it, my skin would break out like crazy again. So then I was stuck in a cycle of having to constantly use it. And obviously our skin produces natural oils, and if we're putting chemicals and products on our face that is taking away the natural oils of our skin is going to try and overproduce other oils to compensate for the lost oils. So then you're going to get another excess buildup of sebum, which is the oil that is produced in the glands within our skin, and that's going to cause more spots. I started reading up a lot on hormonal contraception when I started adapting a more natural way of living, and I took the decision to come off my hormonal contraception in December because I felt like I didn't need to take it. I wasn't in a position where I needed to take it anymore, and I felt like I wanted to trial my body without it and see how I adjusted and how I handled coming off it, how my hormones handled it, my emotions, because you hear horror stories about people coming off the pill and their periods being late, them not getting their periods, then their hormones being all over the place, not knowing if they're coming or going. But I was the complete opposite of that. So I came off the pill and I had a personality change, to say the least. I say my mum can vouch for this, my friends, my cousins have all said, you're so much more relaxed, like what have you done, like, what's going on in your life that you're so much more chill? One of my personality traits is that I can be quite highly strung and quite anxious, and if something I've planned doesn't go the way I planned it, I can have panic attacks. Like, I just get quite anxious about things if I've planned them and they don't go the way I've planned them. Well, I did. So I didn't know until I started reading up on the effect that birth control can have on your hormones and your moods, that it can make you more depressed, it can make you anxious, you can get angry more easily, you're more irritable, and you can have really bad mood swings. I thought that I was just kind of your average teenage girl, was like, I just have mood swings, like that's normal. I just feel really low sometimes, like I have extreme lows where I don't want to do anything for days and then I'm really energetic, and I just thought that all of this was kind of normal and that it was the cycle of life. Like, that's just what happens. Like, you just scream at your mum for no reason, like you just get really annoyed, like you just get really upset, you just cry for no reason. Like, I just thought that all these things were like, oh, that's just me going through like changes, like it's just my hormones, like it's fine, everyone goes through it. But since I have come off the pill, I am so much more relaxed. I can focus more on what I want to do for me. I'm more calm, I'm more rational, like I can rationalize problems. Like, I don't flip, like if something happens I don't go woo and go crazy. Like, I can rationalize a problem, I can talk through it. But in short, it kind of just made me more irritable, anxious. Like, when I was younger, I would just sit inside, like I wouldn't want to leave the house. Like, I just thought that these were all normal things that teenage girls go through. So I first went onto the pill because I was having some trouble with my skin, and it wasn't anything extreme, it wasn't anything major. And let's be honest, when you're 16, if you have like 1 or 2 spots, it's your excuse to be like to your mum, oh mum, like I need to go on the pill because I'm getting spots, and like people go on the pill all the time for their skin, like that's normal. That's what I said to my mum. I was like, yeah, I'm having a few spots, I want to go on the pill. And mums aren't stupid, mums know why you want to go on the pill. But anyway, I started taking it, and first my acne got worse, and then I went back and got changed onto another type of hormonal contraception, and it started to get better. So after that I went to university. So I started my first year of university, and my skin was really bad my first year of university, and the summer before that I wouldn't even leave my house. Like, my skin was awful. I was like to my mum, I'm not going to uni, like I'm not going to uni looking like this. I look awful, like I don't want to go. And it was a battle. Like, I was so depressed, I was so upset. Like, it's really hard finding your confidence when your skin is affected, because as women it's our pride and joy. Like, you want to look nice in your natural skin. Like, people like girls that don't wear much makeup and look natural and are naturally pretty, and I was just like, no, like I just don't feel nice, like I don't feel good. I just wasn't very happy. I was trying a lot of different diets to try and heal my skin, as well as taking hormonal contraception and applying the dew-at cream at night time. And I tried the vegan diet for 6 months, which I barely had on. I was like, this was before vegan had hit its kind of peak. I read up on it and I was like, right, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do vegan, I'm gonna exercise every day of the week, and I'm going to have the best skin and the best figure and blah blah blah. And I barely had anything, because Mum would bring me to the shops and I would be like, right, 1 minute, let me read the label. no, can't eat that, no, can't eat that. Like, nightmare. Imagine bringing your child to the shop and them being like, no, no, can't eat that, I can only eat organic, I can only eat natural foods. Like, I was a nightmare. And then I decided vegan's not for me. I'd lost about a stone when I went vegan, not because it was healthy, because I wasn't eating, but my skin hadn't gotten any better. And then I would binge eat on junk food and pizzas and all the oily, greasy, not good foods for you, not healthy for your skin. And then I'd be like, see, my skin's the same when I eat like this as it was when I was healthy, so I may as well eat like this. But the food that you eat really does affect your skin, and binge dieting affects not only your weight, your mood, it affects your skin massively because it affects your hormones. My acne is hormonal acne, so when I'm not eating the right foods or when I am overindulging, it shows on my skin. If I'm drinking milk or I'm eating yogurts, because obviously they're dairy products and there's hormones in them, my skin doesn't react well to it. So when I went to university in first year, my skin was still bad. I'll insert some photos so you guys can see what it looked like in my first year of uni. But when I went, I was determined. I was like, right, I'm not going to be the same. I'm not going to be upset about my skin. I'm just going to get over it because it's there and I can't do anything about it. I was like, no, I'm going to embrace my skin. It's my skin. So I'm going to go to uni, I'm not going to wear any makeup, they can just see my spots, and if they don't like it, they don't have to be my friend. To be honest, it did actually really help me to build up my skin confidence, because I was like, oh, people actually don't treat you differently if you have spots on your face. Maybe people don't care. And it made me realise that a lot of my insecurities were within me and they were my issues, and other people don't actually see your insecurities like you do. And I think as women and as people in general, we can often think that our insecurities are on this big massive scale, and that when you go outside, if you have that one spot on your forehead that you got overnight, you're like, that's all people see, they don't even see me, they're not even hearing what I'm saying, they're just seeing my acne. But that's not true. And even other things, like anything that you're insecure about, like people are insecure about completely different things. Like even the most confident people or the people that you look at and think are perfect have insecurities. It's natural, it's a natural way to think. My mindset is to try and get rid of the insecurities that I feel and to try and take back control of my own body and be like, you know what, no, this is me and this is how I am, and if you don't like it, that's okay. And I think beauty is a lot more than your skin and the way you look. I really think that it is honestly within you. Like if you are a nice person and you treat people how you want to be treated, then that is where true beauty comes from. It's not to do with how you look or the expensive clothes that you wear or the materials that you have or anything like that. It really is to do with how you treat other people and how you portray yourself to the people around you. So off that topic, I went on a rant there. See, this is my problem. Like I'm like, right, I'm gonna sit down and do a chat about acne, but I like scale into like a million different topics. This is about acne, Shauna. This isn't about anything else. I can do other videos and other things. Really bad at getting sidetracked. Like I get sidetracked so easily. So I'm gonna have a sip of tea and then I'm gonna get back into it. So I started to notice when I was going through uni that if I had stress in my life, if I was going through anything emotional, if I was upset, if I was fighting with people, if I was unhappy in my relationships, I was like getting breakouts. And that's when I linked it with, right, so these are coming when I'm having heightened emotions. So it's obviously linked to my hormones, because when your emotions are heightened, it's normally to do with the hormones that are peaking in your body at that time. So, and I noticed when I was eating certain things, like first year of uni, I went off. We went out often, 4 nights a week. We would go out, binge drink, go home, eat Domino's, wake up, afternoon, like lunchtime, go for say like a walk, go to get our groceries, and then go back, shower, get ready, go out. Like that was first year. I think your first year of uni is normally like that because you're like, I'm away from home, I can do what I want. But that didn't help my skin at all. I also gained about a stone my first year of university. Pressure 15 is real, like let me tell you, it really is. And the effect it had on my skin as well. Like I came home the summer after first year and I was like, my skin is just breaking out again. Anyone that had followed me on social media would probably be like, her skin was fine, like her skin wasn't broken out. But that is down to makeup and filters and good lighting, let me tell you, because makeup can cover a multitude of sins. I think any girl knows that. So since coming off my pill, I had read a few articles on post-pill acne. I was kind of expecting it to happen. Obviously your hormones are suppressed when you're on the hormonal contraception, so when you come off it, your hormones don't know what they're doing. They're all over the place because they've been so used to you being on hormonal contraception. So I took my pill for 4 years consistently, and I honestly don't think I took a break from taking it for them 4 years. That's a long time to be on it, especially because when I first started taking it, I was only starting to go into puberty. My hormones were all over the place anyway, so then you take hormonal contraception on top of that and your body's just like, what are you doing to me? What's going on? But some things that I've done that have really helped me and really helped to clear my skin up. The first thing is simplifying my skincare routine. If anyone's had acne before, you try everything. You try all the products, you read all the online articles. I would sit of an evening and be like, acne prone skin, what to use for acne prone skin, how can I clear my skin? And a lot of them products were pumped full of ingredients that I didn't know what they were. So I've really simplified my skincare routine. Try to look for skincare products that are as natural as I can possibly find. So what I do at the minute is, in the morning I just wash my face with water, and then I will use a face cloth to kind of rub over it to give it a light exfoliation. I don't use any strong exfoliants or anything on my skin because they just aggravate it. And if I want a little bit of an extra clean, I will use this Sukin cream cleanser. So this is the cream cleanser that I use, and I will use that if I want a little bit of an extra cleanse. So I will either lather it up in my hands. It doesn't really lather soapy, but on the bottle it says to lather it in your hands, then put it on your face and wipe it off with a face cloth. But I probably only use it twice a week. And then after I've done that, I will pat it dry with a clean towel, and I will spritz it with this Badescu facial spray. I quite like this because it gives a nice hydrating feel to your skin, and I feel like my serum goes into my skin nicer if I've applied a toner or a spray beforehand. And then after I have sprayed my face with Badescu spray, I will use a Rosehip serum. So I get my serum from Holland & Barrett. I try to get it when they have their penny sale on, so it is £20 normally for one, but if they have their penny sale on, you can get two for the price of one. So I try to stock up when they are doing that sale, but it is honestly my favorite. This one is 100% organic and it's great for all skin types, and I just feel like it really moisturizes my skin but doesn't clog it up, because I was using a lot of heavy moisturizers and heavy creams that I found were breaking me out more, especially along my jawline and my cheeks. So that's the only moisturizer that I'm using at the minute, because I've been trying a really simple skincare routine. But I've ordered some more skincare products online, so I am going to be reviewing some of them when I get them. So that skincare routine is working for me at the moment. It's really simplified and I try not to complicate it too much. I don't think you need to spend thousands or hundreds of pounds on skincare. I know everyone's skin is different though, so some things that work for me might not work for you and vice versa. If you follow my Instagram, I've also been using the Beauty Chef products for about 2 months now. These are the products that I have been using, and I first bought them because I had read such good reviews on them and I was looking for a good pre and probiotic to try and reline my gut. I just felt like my gut kind of needed a bit of a boost, and I hadn't took a pre or probiotic since last summer when I was traveling, so I thought that it was time that I take another one, because I'm all about gut health and I have a lot of fermented foods in my daily diet, but I hadn't had anything that was necessarily specifically for gut health. So I've been trialing these two products. The first one is the Glow Inner Beauty Powder, and they are naturally bioactive food supplements containing bio-fermented nutrient blend with Flora cultures and probiotics. So it says on the back of the product, Glow is a bio-fermented, nutrient-dense skin supplement derived from a synergistic blend of over 20 natural ingredients, including Mackay berry, Dunalia salina, and Queen Garnet plum for healthy, resilient, glowing skin from the inside out, including vitamin C for collagen formation, normal immune function, and to help protect cells from oxidative stress, as well as zinc, which is important for the maintenance of healthy skin, hair and nails, and they contain a minimum of 500 million probiotics per serve. So I have found this honestly amazing. It is my new holy grail product and I will be using it for the foreseeable future. I want to try out some of their other products as well. I know they have a cleanse powder and they have different hydration and other elixir boosts that I would like to try. But these I will be using in my morning routine for the foreseeable future because they honestly are amazing and they have cleared my skin up unreal. I will put in some pictures of the difference from when I've started taking these until after. Your skin is linked to your gut so strongly, and if you don't have a healthy gut, it shows on your skin. And I think since I've started taking these, my bowel has been more regular. I haven't had as much bloating. I haven't had as many breakouts, but if I do get breakouts, I know what they're from. If I take an extra serving of these in a day, my skin will just clear up the next day. It won't clear up completely, like my spots won't go away, but the inflammation will go down. They've helped boost my mood because if your gut health is off as well, your mood can be off because your brain and your gut are linked through the vagus nerve. So they're directly linked to each other and they communicate constantly. If one's off, it affects the other. So this has been honestly such an amazing addition to my morning routine and it will be staying for the foreseeable future. This is the product up close and I got mine off Cult Beauty. Sometimes they do a little box where you can get both of these at a reduced price, so be sure to keep your eye out. I know it sells out very quickly, so if you put your email address into the notify me when available box, I get an email when they come back in stock and then I rebuy. I've been using this one. Just mix it into a glass of water. It's a powder. You have to keep it in the fridge because it is live denature if it's kept out of the fridge, so it's really important that you keep both of these in the fridge. And the second one that I use is the Collagen Inner Beauty Boost. I done a quiz on the Beauty Chef website to find out which products would be best for my skin type, and these are the two that I was recommended. So the Collagen Boost helps your skin to look more plump and radiant. It's essentially just a booster that you add into the powder. The powder is what I'll have every morning. I won't have this every single morning, but I'll have it every other morning or a couple of times a week. But I also find it's amazing. I think the combination between these two has just really helped to clear up my skin. Obviously because I've come off the pill, I've had to find ways to balance my skin. It can take a couple of months to balance your skin once you come off the pill because of your hormones changing, but I have found that these products has really helped me to clear up my skin and prevent me bloating and has just gave me more of a radiant look altogether. So I would highly recommend you try them, or if you're thinking of trying them or have any questions that I haven't addressed, please make sure to send me a DM or comment below. Let me know if you want to know anything else about the products. My diet over the past couple of years has stayed quite consistent. I eat healthy altogether. I don't follow any diet in particular. I also make sure that I'm drinking at least 2 liters of water a day. I've also cut out dairy and yogurts. I still have some cheese and butter in my diet, but they don't contain as high a content of lactose as milk and yogurt do. I was kind of hoping that it wasn't milk or yogurt because I do quite like them, but there's also really good alternatives out there, so I will have oat milk now instead in everything. I have it in my coffee, my cereal. They are the main things I've done to clear up my skin, and it has honestly made a massive difference by simplifying my skincare routine, adding pro and prebiotics to my diet to promote a healthy gut, cutting out some dairy within my diet and trying to just eat as clean as possible. Something I highly recommend as well is to have a variety in your fruits, vegetables and grains. You're recommended to try and have at least 30 variations in your diet within a week. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you write down all the different fruits and vegetables you're having within a week and just make sure that you're trying to keep a variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet and not just having the same thing every morning. So you're not just having banana and raspberry on your porridge every single morning and then having like an apple as a snack, because if you're having a larger variety within your diet, promotes a healthier flora within your gut, and it just gives you more of a variety of micronutrients within your diet, and that does wonders for your skin and your overall health. So I highly recommend you do that also. But they are the main things I have done to clear up my skin, and it honestly is quite simple. Like, I haven't done anything crazy or drastic. They're just little changes that everybody can make within their daily routine to ensure that their skin and their health is the best that it could possibly be. So I know I have rambled a lot in this video, but the main things that I've done to kind of clear up my skin to an extent, like I still get breakouts now. I haven't 100% figured it out, but the things that I've done have definitely helped to calm it and start clearing it. I still have quite a lot of scars which I'm working on healing at the moment, and I do get breakouts. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I do not touch my face, pick my face. I try to make a really conscious effort of not looking in the mirror too much when I have spots on my face. I would highly recommend, if you are a picker or touch your face, I know everyone tells you don't pick your skin, it's bad, but it can really leave you with scars. And I have still got scars on my face from picking really badly when my acne was at its height. And really, what is it going to do picking one spot? Like, it's not going to clear your skin, and the dirt just gets into it. It can just reinfect, produce more oil, and then it just turns back into a spot. So try not to do that. What I recommend is, if you do have a spot that's really angry looking, I dab a little bit of tea tree oil onto the spots before I go to bed. And then I wake up and do my normal skincare routine, but that's all I kind of do to combat individual spots. If they're really angry and sore and coming to a head, I use that just as kind of an antiseptic, and it can help to bring down the inflamedness of the spots. So they're really the main things that I do in my routine that have helped me to combat my acne and start to try and heal it. I'm not at the end of my journey, like I still have a long way to go until I have that beautiful glowy skin, but that's another reason why I wanted to come on here and talk about it while I'm still going through it, because if anyone's going through it as well, we can go through it together. And skin confidence is one thing that I have really built up, because it definitely wasn't there at the start. But even if I am breaking out, like, I will happily go out with no makeup on, with my spots showing. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will go on my story and blatantly show people my spots, because you shouldn't hide from your insecurities. It's who you are, and that's just it. So really simplifying your skincare routine, trying to line your gut with good bacteria and reintroduce some fermented foods and things that are going to introduce good flora to your gut and the good bacteria, and try kill off some of the bad bacteria. If you've been having a diet high in junk food and trans fats and fatty foods, it's really important to try and keep your gut as healthy as possible. Try to eat as much of a variety of fruits and vegetables as you can throughout a week, and it is really interesting task to try and track how many different types you eat within a week, because I was surprised when I first done it that I ate a lot more than I thought I did. Like 30 sounds like a lot, but it's actually not when you write it up. Like, if you think, if you have, say, a banana, an apple, an orange, strawberries and blueberries, that's already 5, and that's not including your vegetables with your dinner. So it's really good to even try and buy one new fruit or one new vegetable with your weekly shopping every week to try something different. I found loads of different fruits and vegetables that I never would have tried by being a bit more adventurous with my food. It's even helped me to be more creative with my cooking and in the kitchen. Like, I personally love cooking and making new recipes and sharing them with my family. And my tummy is starting to grumble for my lunch, so I'm going to leave that video there. I hope that I covered everything, because I know that I can be a rambler and that I can go off topic and completely lose track of what I'm talking about. But I hope I covered the main points that you were hoping to see in this video, and that it has been helpful. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if there is anything else you would like me to talk about in relation to in relation to skincare, skin health, overall health, fitness tips, health tips, anything you would like me to cover or talk about. Be sure to let me know, and I will try to help out where I can. And be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it, because it really supports my channel. And I will be posting new videos every Wednesday, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. But on that note, I am going to go get some lunch and finish off my tea, and I hope you all have an amazing day. And thank you to everybody on the support so far on my journey. I'm actually really enjoying making these videos and having something to do during quarantine. It's really given me an outlet to kind of get away from being so serious all the time and just be able to let loose on camera and speak my feelings and speak my truth. So there's plenty more videos to come. I have lots of fun ideas planned. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!